Good evening, and welcome to Dan Bain's Sleepy Time Mumbles, a podcast you can't miss. I'm Dan Bain, and every episode I improvise a low-stakes podcast for you to fall asleep to. Good to be back, friends. Been a while. Had a big project, but I've wrapped it up now, and the rest of my life I have nothing. So there is no further impediment for me in making episodes of this show. I suppose there is a vague possibility that at some time I might get another project that might take up a little bit of my time, but as of yet, the horizon is clear. It's nothing ahead, everyone. So, good news for the podcast. Slightly less good news for my bank account. But nonetheless, we persist. But not now. Persisting? They can wait. For now, put down your phone, turn off your screen, and close your eyes. Now it's time to be mumbled to sleep. Season 7, Episode 6. An incantation against the horrors. Friends, my dearest mumblers, I don't know about you, but sometimes in these times that we find ourselves in, I find myself becoming concerned about the scale of horrors that we are facing in the times that we are living in. So, let's let's build a protective circle through faux incantation and pseudo ritual to psychically protect ourselves from the horrors as we fall asleep. We're going to construct our psychic defenses. So, first of all, the first of the horrors that we are going to protect ourselves from is commenters on local news stories on Facebook. These people. So, to bolster our psychic defenses, we are going to get 3 feathers, each from a different bird. By preference, 3 different birds of different species would be ideal. 3 different feathers from 3 different birds. And we're going to place those in a empty coconut shell. 3 feathers in an empty coconut shell, and this is representative of the 3 humours of the local news Facebook poster, which is of course lack of education, anger, and wraparound sunglasses. And we're going to put those in the coconut shell of containment. And that is going to neutralize that energy. That is the first of the horrors that we are divesting ourselves of the horrors. We have no time for them. Not tonight. Tonight we have a priority, and that priority is being restful. And those people, they do not contribute to restfulness. Next horror that we are going to we're going to ritually protect ourselves from. Next one is fear of ecological collapse. Oh boy. Yep. That's a horror. But not tonight, friends. Tonight we're going to psychically gird our loins against concern around that. And we're going to do that. We're going to get 6 hard-boiled eggs. And we're going to place them in around our bed. 6 eggs around the beds, as the housewife's rhyme goes. 6 eggs around the beds, and then the earth will be blessed. Yep, that's how it goes. So 6 eggs around the bed, and on each of them, obviously you're going to draw the first letter of your last name, capitals. So, for example, for me that would be B, big capital B on the eggs, the bigs, so to speak. They go around the bed, and this just obviously any sort of kind of apotropaic or protective magic is it operates on a symbolic level as well as a magical level. And so the symbolism here, obviously 6 eggs are they are the 6 phases of the rotation of the planet, and it's just a healing number. 6, of course, the number of mankind, isn't it? Numerologically speaking, biblically. So, and eggs, obviously a potent symbol. New life emerging. And of course the bonus for that is you can eat them in the morning. Yummy yumma. So that's pretty good. That's another horror negated there. So that's 2 horrors incantated against. Third horror is, of course, global conflict. Oh boy, yep, yeah, a lot of that going on, and hard to sleep with the knowledge of that, but let's do a little incantation and let's see if we can negate that. Now, there's a big one, and so we're going to need to we're going to need to pull out the big ones, the big guns for this. You might you might well be thinking that solving global conflict is beyond the remit of a sleep aid podcast from New Zealand. But I'll give it a crack. And yeah, we're gonna need big spell time. We're gonna need 2 buckets of salt water. Got it at seawater. Yeah. Yep. 2 buckets of seawater and some crabs in there. Just a handful of crabs. Don't get big ones. Get little ones. A handful is 3 or 4 little mud crabs. And you're gonna split them up, half in one bucket, half in the other bucket. Yep. And then obviously amethyst in one and rose petals in the other one. That speaks for itself, obviously. And then agitate both buckets simultaneously. You're going to want like the churn from a butter churn. Now, is the churn the stick, or is it the vessel? I think it's actually the vessel. So you're going to want you're going to want to do this with the prod. I guess that's what it's called, the prod. Get one in each hand, and you'll want these to be used, obviously, because objects retain energy from their previous activities, and so you want that kind of butter residue in both of them, one in each bucket, and just agitate until the crabs get tired. And you'll be able to tell that they're tired because they'll get out their pajamas and get ready for bed, and then they'll start getting quite cross that you keep agitating them. And once they'll kind of blow up a bit. There'll be a bit of a tantrum prior, and then just be quite stern with them, and then they'll go to sleep. And once the crabs are asleep, then we're going to get our buckets and we're going to pour both the buckets into a bathtub, and in the bathtub, already kind of waiting, is just going to be a big link of sausages. Okay, and so pour that over them. The sausages will kind of, and you want it to be one continuous string of, the kind of string that, like a naughty dog would love to steal from the butcher. Like a naughty dog in the 1950s with a string of, it needs to be one unbroken sort of one run, one big link, multiple links, one piece, and that's all that one takes. So it does will take a while, that one, but it is a big one to kind of come to terms with. So right, we're really cracking through them now. What other horrors? Those are some quite big ones. Let's do some minor horrors. Obviously, let's do the horror of being known. Sometimes it's useful to have profile, but other times, how appalling to have people aware of your existence. And so this is a little minor incantation to make people forget about you. So you're going to want to get a mirror and a wax crayon, and just look at yourself in the mirror, and then just graffiti your face, much like you would a political poster or a page in your textbook if you were 12 years old. So black out a tooth, or give yourself a Hitler moustache, glasses, draw a different haircut, whatever, and then you're going to get a hot face cloth, and you're going to wash your own face with it. Hot towel, nice, soothing. And then you're going to use the same face cloth to wipe the mirror clean. It actually sounds like the kind of piece of magic someone would do in like a China Mayville story or something like that. I'm quite pleased with that one, to be honest. Let's see how I can follow it up. Next horror. There was just a small one. Just a small piece of magic. Okay. Small. This is a very almost inconsequential horror, but they compound, don't they? The small ones add up. sometimes just as much as the big ones. So we'll just do the fear of being made foolish, made to appear foolish in a personal or professional capacity. So that's pretty much all capacities. Little protective against appearing foolish. So for this again, we're going to go back to our friend the egg. Great magical item, the egg. But for this one, you're going to want kind of any egg except a hen's egg. So not a chicken egg. But let's think about that. What can that be? Duck egg, great. Goose, hard to find. Quail, ooh la la, what are you, rich? Ostrich, obviously you're a Saharan poacher. Either way, non-hen based egg. I don't know. Is it spring? Steal a nest from birds. Don't do that. Birds get really upset when you do that. So, we've got our non-chicken egg, and we're going to crack that under the pillow. So just under your pillow and crack it open. Yeah, it's going to make a mess. So if you can, obviously the smaller the egg, the quicker the clean up. But we're not here for clean up, we're here for efficacy of magical effect. And then you're going to cut some hair off your body, anywhere on the body, doesn't matter. Obviously for many people the easiest way to do that will be head. For those who are more like me, maybe beard is probably quite an easy one. If you have no body hair, you have access to other powers anyway, so I don't know why you need these. Everyone knows that if you've got alopecia, you get a bunch of cantrips for free. And just sprinkle the hair through the egg and then pillow on top of that. And then you're going to sleep on it. This isn't a good one if you are a mobile sleeper. But the thing is that if you wake up and you've got egg everywhere, it's kind of worked the best, because it's very hard to feel foolish through the day when you've woken up with egg and hair stuck all over your face. That was Season 7, Episode 6, an incantation against the horrors. Sleepytime Mumbles is created and hosted by me, Dan Payne, is produced by Octopus, Theatre, etc. here in Otatahi, Christchurch, New Zealand. You can subscribe or follow the show from multiple links in the show notes. But until next time, good night. And sleep tight.